Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel today. Today, we're going to talk about our market, Panama City, Florida, and just some of the data that we're seeing. We always pull the data, usually once a month, to kind of see how things are trending. But I just want to talk about March because we're always looking back. The data is always usually 30 to 60 days back. And so I just pulled our March data for Panama City and just wanted to kind of share some of the highlights. So for March 21, our average listing price is 311,000 roughly. Uh, Last year, so 12 months ago, the list price was only 238,000, a 30% increase in average listing price, which is just insane to go for the market for the average list price to go up 30% in 1 year. That's pretty big. Right now, the average listing price per square foot is $157 per square foot. Last year, this time, it was $127. So $30 increase in price per square foot in 1 year. And that's just amazing. So the other one to kind of look at, you had the average and then you had the median. So the median is a little bit less. So the median listing price per square foot is 146. Last year it was 125. So it's a little bit less, about 17% increase, which is still a drastic increase from last year. But the big one that I like to look at is the median days to sell right now is still around 65 days, which isn't bad. 65 days to sell a home isn't bad at all. It takes at least usually 30 days minimum to close with a loan unless it's a cash purchase. And then overall, our monthly days of inventory, this is just astronomical. I heard it being less, like this in some other areas, but we've definitely changed drastically. We only had 1.6 months of inventory in the Panama City, Florida market. Last year we had 4.3 months of inventory. And so your inventory is just the number of listings that are on the market. Whereas that if nothing else came on the market, it would take you 4.3 months in order to sell all the houses listed last year. This year, with the number of listings that we have, it only would take 1.6 months to sell all the listing inventory if nothing else came on the market. And for balancing, so it's definitely a seller's market. To have that equilibrium in the market where it's as many buyers in the market as there are sellers is usually 6 months of inventory, and we only have 1.6 months. I know this is being seen across the U.S. and a lot of metro areas, so I just want to kind of share the data for our area. I encourage you guys that's looking to invest to dig in, get a realtor if you can't get access to it yourself, and just understand what's going on with the market. We got a house that we're putting on the market later this week that we're finishing up, and this is big. Whereas that right now we conservatively 3 months were around 135 a square foot. But I think we're going to be closer to that list price per square foot of 146 when we go in, and we'll see what the market tells us. And we know we have a great house, and it's been totally remodeled. So we'll see where it comes in at. But we're going to go with the 146, and that's why the data is important, because the data, it doesn't lie. It tells you what the numbers are, and if you're somewhere close, you should be fine. And that's one of the things that I encourage people with investors. You always try to hit a home run and get as much money as possible on these deals, but if you make sure that you price it right where your house doesn't sit on the market. But in this a rising tide lifts all ships. So, who am I to tell you not to go for a home run and try maybe $10 above the average price per square foot? You may get it because you may have a cash buyer that really wants the house and needs a house, and they'll be willing to pay that premium to come in and buy it. So just wanted to share you guys the data that we got in Panama City and keep the market update. We got some more updates coming on the projects. We got one finishing up, got one closing later this month. We got another one that'll be finished in probably 10 days, and then we're kicking off on our third one. And we got an auction coming up next week that we're going to be looking to get our next deal rolling in. So we're staying busy. I know you guys are too. Drop the comments down below if you have any questions, any feedback, and we'll see you guys on the next video.